Welcome to the Intern Show.
I'm Max Schwitzing.
And I'm Elios Alvarez.
The Intern Show is a podcast produced by the AWC Student Newsroom. We aim to broadcast news by students for students.
In this episode of the Intern Show, TEDxAWC is returning to Yuma, and an Arizona Western College custodian has been named as one of the top 10 finalists for Custodian of the Year. But first, some news.
Arizona Western College will host its 12th annual Student Etiquette Luncheon on Thursday, April 17th, from 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the Shoning Conference Center. The event offers students a professional dining experience, networking with local leaders, and lessons in business etiquette and dressing for success. Attendees will receive a professional etiquette certificate and become eligible for a $500 scholarship provided by Fly Yuma. Employers, universities, and campus programs will participate, and students are encouraged to dress in business casual attire. Free clothing is available through the cubby.
Arizona Western College will be having a student showcase on Wednesday, April 16th at both the Yuma and San Luis campuses from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. The event highlights student works across disciplines, including art, music, poetry, and academic projects, with $8,000 in scholarships awarded, $4,000 at each campus. Following the Yuma campus showcase, the third annual open mic event will take place from 6 to 8 p.m., with an additional $1,000 in scholarships available.
The Arizona Western College Small Business Development Center has received the Excellence Award from the Arizona District Office of the Small Business Administration. The award recognizes the SBDC's work in supporting entrepreneurs and small businesses in Yuma and La Paz counties. In 2024, the center helped over 1,600 entrepreneurs, supported 41 new business startups, created 121 full-time jobs, and contributed to $3.2 million in sales growth. The team will accept the award at the AZ Small BizCon 2025 on May 7th in Phoenix.
Hey, so the student etiquette luncheon sounds cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting opportunity for students to gain a professional work experience, right? I think a lot of students at AWC do work part-time or full-time as well, but there are also a lot of traditional students that are just here full-time, and so I think it's a really cool opportunity for them to be able to make those connections with other businesses around Yuma.
I think it's interesting to have this opportunity for students because even those that are employed, they might not be fully aware of the etiquette that they would normally be used in the business world, because since most of these are student field positions, they might not require as much formalities as an actual business job might.
In this week's Flash interview, a student protester shares some advice.
Welcome to the Flash interview. Could you please introduce yourself to me?
Hi, my name is Jackie Questenberry, and I'm an AWC student.
Nice to meet you, Jackie. Can you tell me something interesting that you've done so far?
Well, I did go to a protest this past weekend on Saturday called the Hands Off protest.
Oh, could you tell me more about that?
Yeah, we were protesting Trump and the terrible things that he's been doing and the terrible job that he's been doing. We had signs and everything like that. A lot of people saying hands off my Social Security, hands off my Medicare, and just stuff like that. My personal favorite sign that I had was hands off my titty juice.
Could you tell me, for other people that are also interested in being active in protests or just having their voice out there, how can they find more events like this?
Well, I know that you can always look up different types of protests that are going to be going on. I found out through Hands Off from, I believe it was from TikTok, but there are plenty of websites that you can go to that will help you find protests. I know that the Democratic Party are putting up protests and stuff like that are really going on. And I mean, it's just about also finding the community of people who are doing it.
All right. Well, I think that is our minute. So thank you very much for your interview. I appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
That was AWC student Jackie Questenberry on how to get involved with local protests. Have you heard from other hands-off protesters, Elias?
I'm going to be honest and say no. I've just been very not focused on my phone so far.
No, that's fair. I think it's interesting. I had one of these conversations in one of my classes where there were some people that knew a lot about it and other people who didn't even know that it happened, right? So Saturday, there's a big hands-off protest across the nation, and I heard that there were a lot of students from AWC that attended the protest, and even some professors, but there didn't really seem to be a lot of understanding around like how to get involved.
Yeah, I mean, especially because, as students in like small towns like these, it's always important to get their voices out, but especially for those that don't know how to get their voice out, they're always looking for resources or places or communities they can join in order to be able to talk and feel heard.
Arizona Western College custodian Jennifer Aitken has been named one of 10 national finalists for the 2025 Cintas Custodian of the Year Award. Student reporter Elias Alvarez shares more about the recognition and the national contest.
The Cintas Custodian of the Year Award is a nationwide recognition program that highlights custodians across the country who go above and beyond in their roles. Jennifer Aitken, who has been chosen as one of the 10 finalists, has served the AWC Yuma campus for 5 years. In addition to her custodial duties, she is currently enrolled as a student at AWC. Steve Eckert, the Executive Director of Facilities Management at Arizona Western College, says that it is important to recognize our custodians this way.
But it's just to recognize those custodians that may not be recognized in their institutions, because it's kind of a job that really no one really pays much attention to, right? You come in and your office is clean, the restrooms are clean, but you really don't pay attention to the people. So Cintas developed this as a way to honor the people that do this type of cleaning and just kind of showcase their skills to the industry.
And Eckert recognized that Aitkens has excelled not only in her job as a custodian, but also at connecting with professors and students.
Jennifer is assigned certain areas on campus, and she does a great job cleaning them. She's learned the people in the area, learned how to clean their specific offices and stuff, and she's very helpful. As you know, the parking lot is quite a distance away, and if you're hauling a bunch of stuff, it's kind of a long walk. So she facilitates rides back and forth to cars for professors, and she just really gets to know the people in the area and just really tailor her service to what they exactly need.
Finalists were selected from thousands of nominations based on submitted essays. Public voting will determine the winner, who will receive a $10,000 prize, along with a $30,000 cleaning package awarded to their school. Voting is open until April 11th. The top 3 finalists will be invited to the ISSA cleaning show in Las Vegas, where the winner will be announced. From the AWC Student Newsroom, I'm Elias Alvarez. TEDxAWC is returning to Yuma this April. Student reporter Max Schwitzing spoke with event organizers about how the student-shaped event hopes to make an impact on the local community.
TED is a nonprofit organization that produces live conference events, publishes free original content, and partners with businesses to promote workplace learning. On April 25th, TEDxAWC will showcase 10 speakers, including 5 local voices. The theme for the conference is Transform and Thrive, with the speakers discussing transformation in overcoming challenges and unlocking growth. The production of the conference is led by a team of Arizona Western College employees and students. AWC Chief of Staff Ashley Harrington and TEDxAWC student club member Javier Cortez spoke with Student Newsroom about the event.
So we have 10 total speakers in April. What that is going to uncover is 10 really unique perspectives and 10 different stories. We will be bringing voices, 5 local speakers, believe it or not. So there will probably be some recognition of those speakers. All of our speakers and their bios are on our website. One of the speakers that I'm super excited about is actually a student at AWC. And she's planning to share her unique story about growth, about transformation of her own self, and some challenges she's overcome. So that Transform and Thrive is really going to be something she'll be able to personally represent. And the range of experiences that we'll get a chance to learn from and hear about, even bring an Olympian to the stage, and hearing her perspective will be incredibly impactful, with themes of health, themes of sport, themes of growth and maturity and professionalism. There will definitely be something for everyone in that audience, and hopefully an ability to see a little bit of ourselves reflected in those speakers and their themes as well.
Javier, how did student voices impact the production of TEDxAWC?
I'd say that we, as a students, have a pretty big involvement in it compared to like some other events that the school is hosting. We are gonna be running most of like the stuff when the event happens, like the stands and I forgot the ticket booths and that type of thing. We helped with the ideas for like marketing and with merchandising as well. So I'd say as students, we have a pretty big involvement. Yeah.
What can attendees expect to gain from this event?
I want those who plan to attend to be open to hearing a lot of different perspectives. Now, the event will start at 4, and with 10 speakers, come with some curiosity, come with some patience, because you'll be listening to a lot of different perspectives, and then also with an appreciation that there's a lot of bravery that is being shown as these personal stories are being shared.
Javier, is there anything else you'd like to add about your experience helping to produce TEDxAWC?
Yes. I have genuinely been astounded by how much influence we as students have had. And I really got interested in this club because I just heard TEDx. Honestly, I've seen clips online, many stories from different people that I always found inspirational. And I personally searched up many TED Talks to help me, like on certain scenarios or situations that I was in. And I found this to be really interesting because in our community, this is really small, and we get our own speakers here from our very small town to be able to see their own perspectives that we could even relate to even more because they're here. They're not some billionaire that made it. You know what I mean? They're here. They're down to earth. They're with us. They're people from Yuma. And I think that's very special for us as community members to be able to see their own stories as a fellow man that it could literally be our neighbor. So I find that to be very great that this event is able to allow these people to tell their stories on such a big stage.
So small town, but real big impact, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much for your time and for stopping by the studio today.
Wouldn't have missed it. Thanks, Mac.
No, thank you for inviting us.
Yeah.
That was AWC Chief of Staff Ashley Harrington and student Javier Cortez. TEDxAWC will take place on Friday, April 25th from 4 to 8:30 p.m. at the historic Yuma Theater. Tickets are available online. More information can be found at azwestern.edu. From the KAWC Student Newsroom, I'm Max Schwitzing.
The Intern Show is produced by the KAWC Student Newsroom at KAWC Colorado River Public Media.
Send your questions or comments to studentnewsroom at kawc.org.
This show is available as a podcast or online at kawc.org under the KAWC Shows tab.
The KAWC Student Newsroom is supported by the local news initiative at the Community Foundation for Southern Arizona.
Since 1980, the Community Foundation for Southern Arizona has been a trusted philanthropic partner, helping individuals, families, businesses, and nonprofits work together to create a stronger community.
Our theme music is Election Time by Carton Abel. The Flash Interviews music is Funkmeister by Theo JT. Both are available at freesound.org.
I'm Elias Alvarez.
I'm Max Schwitzing.
Thank you for tuning in to
The Intern Show.